in the inhospitable desert of Sudan. The Radio Times article Hour of Need gives the background, plus details of the...
Big deal.
Gone in a dream. You had been so very long. Now you had a good run. But don't you know when you're done, you still carry on. It's no big deal to take a chance against the odds. Do what you feel, round up your stake and go for the lot. But luck runs out and you could lose all you got, and yet you still take the risk. 'Cause you just can't stop, but just one big
Aye, we're not open yet.
I thought you was in Rio.
I was. Now I'm back.
How did you find me?
Oh, when I was inside, I knew where you were. I've never lost track of you, Di.
Oh, you must have a drink. What was it like then? Rio, I mean.
Better than the scrubs. Only problem was, cash.
Oh, just like home.
No.
What, this place? It's falling to bits, but you couldn't give it away. Besides, there's not mine to give. Not now. And then there's the bills. The final demand.
I need cash.
Oh. You caught me at a bad time, see? I mean, the last week had been no problem, but now, I mean, well, there's complications, you see?
I'm not talking about drinking money. I'm talking about proper funds. Something you can get your hands around. 10 years ago, I could have put the finger on you, son. Who was the other geezer that kept on asking? I never said nothing, and they didn't buy me any little favours. Well, now I want a bit of thanks. The kind you can go out shopping with.
I haven't forgotten.
I'm glad to hear that.
But I need a few days.
Borrow it. Nick it. I don't mind. I want 10 grand up front. We'll talk about the rest later.
But in the short term...
When I walk in here tomorrow morning, I want to see a great big bundle of thank yous lying on the top of that table. Got it?
What a job. Keep you off the streets.
Oh, yeah?
No, I mean it.
What, you offering me a job?
Yeah. Pass me that Phillips, will you?
Yeah. No, the red angle.
Oh. Yeah, Doctor. Hey, see, I've got to sort myself out. I've got a lot of assets and liabilities. But I haven't got a lot of time, you see, so I'm not careful. I'm going to drop myself right in it with Mrs. Banks.
Eh?
The tax factor, club profits.
I don't make no profits. You ask Christine.
Oh, you mean you don't pay no bills? It's not the same thing. But I can't have my name over the door, you see. Otherwise she's going to eat me for breakfast. So what I've got to do is I've got to put somebody else in there.
Like who?
You.
Come on, come on. Damn plastic.
That fella that just went out, know him, do you?
What?
I've never seen him before, that's all.
Yes. Yes, he's a friend of mine.
Ah,
Well, he's not exactly a friend. As a matter of fact, he's in a spot of bother with the law.
oh.
It's a sad case, really. So it might be as well if you forgot you ever saw him. Know what I mean?
Okay,
I wouldn't want the club members finding out.
if you like.
Good girl.
What's Charlie going to say?
Well, he's your brother, isn't he? He's not going to stand in the way of your career.
Career? The Dragon's got to be the grossest club on the manor. Any manor.
It's going to take a lot more money than your clapped-out motors. Believe me, Dick, I know what I'm saying.
But what's my share going to be?
Well, in the beginning, same as mine. Not a lot, but it's going to come good. It's going to come good for you. And how much did you drop at Dye's card game last night?
I don't know, about 750.
750. Yeah. Well, it's going to come good for you, and for me, and for Jan. But you see, it's going to take time.
I just couldn't let Charlie down, Rob. He's my partner.
You wouldn't have to, son. I just want to use your name, your signature on a few checks. You wouldn't have to be there all day, would you?
You're going to need 2 signatures on the big checks, you know.
That's right. Dye's and yours.
Oh, you got it all worked out?
Yes. I can't use my name, can I? Banksy'd love that.
I'm going to have to square it with Charlie first.
Of course you will, of course you will.
Surely he'll have a laugh. I mean, letting me sign your checks.
That's what's called trust, isn't it?
No, it's called insane.
Hello, Mr. Turnbull. Yes, it's Jan. Oh, I'm fine, thanks. How are you? Look, Mr. Turnbull, did you hear from Mr. Grover? I'm sorry things didn't work out. No, it was personal. That's all I want to say about it. Oh, well, there was something else, actually. Yes, I thought things over here would soon be sorted out, you know, nice and simple, but in fact it's got very complicated. The thing is, I don't think you should be paying the hotel bill any longer.
That's okay, no problem.
Oh, well, I don't know when we'll be coming back to Australia, or even if. Debbie and me are very grateful, but we'll be moving out as soon as possible.
Well, keep me in the picture.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, of course. I'll let you know. Will you say cheers to Jonathan for me?
Sure. Take care.
Thanks. Goodbye, Mr. Turnbull.
Bye then, Jan.
Cheers, Jono. I said that was a private call. So we're moving out? Yeah, as soon as we can. And we won't have any rich uncles to worry about. Well, where are we going? I don't know yet. Somewhere.
What do I get to say? I'm not just part of the furniture, you know. If we're going to be living out of a suitcase in somebody's back room, I want to know about it. I might not fancy it.
We won't be living out of somebody's back room. We'll have money from the flat, eventually.
Still, the sooner one of us starts earning some money, the better.
Are you looking for a job?
Well, I'm keeping my eyes open. Aren't you?
Debbie, I came back here to sell a flat.
And to see if there was anything worth saving of Robby Box.
All right, Miss Clever Clogs. Where does that leave me? I've got Robby Box up on cloud 9 because he thinks he owns the Ritz, when in fact, he's got a half share in a coal cellar with no coal. A flat I thought I'd sold weeks ago, which now turns out I haven't. I've just told Jake Turnbull to shove his money and his comfortable life in Australia. I did the same thing to Grover the other night.
Well, you had good reason.
I know I had good reason. We've got very good reasons for moving out of here, but where does that leave us? If I haven't got enough on my plate, I've got you to worry about.
Me?
Mr. Box. Good morning.
Don't tell me you come here every morning to feed the pigeons.
Not every morning.
Oh, then it must be my lucky day then.
Or mine. You look like a man with things on his mind.
That's right, yeah.
Can't I help?
No, you can't.
Oh, I'm sure I could, if only you'd let me...
Well, Mrs. Banks, no, you're right. I mean, I have got things on my mind. Tax is one of them, but that's just one of them.
I'm glad to hear it.
Eh?
Well, I'd be sorry to think that you had no time in your life for anything else.
Well, it's nice chatting to you, but I've got to get on. I'll see you around, okay?
Ain't you finished reading that yet? Nothing in it but bums and things. Read it from cover to cover in a few seconds. You'll be sat there for half an hour. Where are you going?
Down the allotment for a bit of peace and quiet.
What, now?
Yeah, now.
I'm just going to dish up the dinner.
Then why'd you stop me reading the paper?
I didn't stop you reading the paper.
What are we going to do, Vi?
Well, you start by putting some knives and forks on the table.
Well, it's dinner time, isn't it?
I've got news that's going to spoil your dinner, boyo. Dixon's back.
He's what?
Yeah, and he's hungry. Bloody hungry.
Yeah, what are we going to do?
Well, for a start, I'm not sitting around here.
No, too right.
There's one or two loose ends to tie up here. Lenny, now you stay put, no wandering off. I'll be calling back a bit later. Do you understand?
Has he paid you yet?
You've got to be joking.
How much is owing?
Counting this week, 150.
I'll try and sort something out.
Oh, Tom.
Drinking the profits already?
What profits?
Robby.
Some bad news.
Oh, yeah. It's my auntie. Fallen down the steps of the house and smashed her hip.
Auntie?
She's 87. Well, she brought me up, see? More like a mother, really. Never been strong. Took her straight to the infirmary.
Well, they would, wouldn't they?
She lived all her life in the same place, you know. Cundell in Vach. Hard it's been. All her friends are gone, and the old fellow, well, he snuffed it moving about 20 years ago. The old valley is dying. Hard old life she's had. So our biggest of Scotch, Chrissy.
Don't you reckon you ought to be down there holding her hand? I'll leave the club to you. Oh, but you don't know nothing about the business.
Come off it.
There's more to running a club than leaning against a bar chatting to your mates.
If I couldn't keep this place ticking over for a couple of days.
It could be longer.
You reckon?
We're still in a coma, see?
A coma? Oh, I've got to ring back at 3 o'clock.
Oh, talk, Chris. But I appreciate the offer. Thanks.
Chop that up, Chop, Chris.
Serious conversation.
You and me can run this place, can we?
So long as someone pays the bills. Gas, light, brewery, rates, the staff.
I just meant for a couple of weeks.
Well, the brewery's got to be paid by Friday.
How much?
I don't know. A couple hundred.
Excuse me. It's only the club you've got our shares in, you know. Hello, darling.
So, come on.
So, I had a word with Charlie.
Yeah?
And he says that's okay.
I told you.
Oh, just one condition. He wants everything written down in black and white. Legal.
Oi, it's on the phone. Go on, come on, come on.
Charlie's got this solicitor called, a fella called Cyril Butts, right?
Yeah.
About as straight as a dog's back leg. No, you bung him the money and he comes back with all the right bits of paper. Sort of.
Oh, my God.
Well, Charlie doesn't want to upset Cyril's feelings.
What's that got to do with me?
The club. Keeps it in the family. You, me, Charlie, Cyril.
Look, I've had half share in this place for about 5 minutes. Dies hard, he falls down the stairs. The brewery want the booze back, and you come up with Dr. Cribbin for a lawyer. I reckon I was better off before.
Have a cigar.
Yeah, tar.
What about Robby's news then, eh?
What about it? Now he's got somewhere he can get drunk all day and play cards at the same time.
Well, it doesn't have to be like that, Jan. I mean, Robby's learned his lesson now.
Has he? Have you seen this club? I bet you there's a room at the back with a card table.
Well, perhaps we'll get an invitation soon.
Oh.
Free drinks.
Not yet, Sexpot.
Oh.
What's this, a tea party, then?
Talk of the devil.
Talking it over, are we? Yak, 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 yak.
Why not? I thought I got an interest in the place, remember? Or did I dream it?
No, you have. But neither of you are going to come down yet. We're going to tighten the place up, have a fresh start, a grand opening.
And free drinks.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I'll be able to get down. I mean, I've got my living to earn.
Oh, don't be like that. Look at me, Mum. I'm a property owner. There's not many of us left in the family, is there?
Well, you win on the cards, you can lose on the card.
Not this time. I know it's a dump, but it's got potential. Dick Mayer's going to come in with me. He's going to help me with the business. And Di Phillips, my partner, he's going to take a back seat because I'm the one who's going to make it work. I've got to, haven't I? I'm never going to get a chance like this again, am I?
No, well, Robby, you're in with a chance with the club. But don't blow it, son. I know you.
I've got to shoot. You going to come along?
As far as the bus stop. Bye.
Bye-bye, darling.
Barrel of laughs, old Mum, eh? Cool.
You can't blame her, can you? You've got a lot to prove, Robby.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, this partner of yours, is he going to let you do all you want to do? Sounds like dead weight to me.
No, I think I can handle it.
That's what we're all waiting to see.
It's not going to happen overnight, is it? Got to give me a bit of breathing space.
How long?
Dunno. With a bit of luck, it could be on the up in a couple of months. Depends.
Robby, you know when you said the club was for both of us?
Yeah.
You and me. What was that supposed to mean?
Just that.
And?
Well, what do you want me to say? And if I can make it work, I'll get a bit of money behind me. I can get the tax people off my back. I can open a bank account. I can become a normal person. That's what you want, isn't it?
And all this is going to happen because of the club?
I'm going to sprout a halo and wings. That's what I want to happen, yeah.
Well, what about the card?
Well, that's a different scene, isn't it? That was the only thing I could do. Now I've got something else. Well, I'm not saying I'm going to give it up, but from now on in, it's just going to be for laughs, isn't it?
Are you sure you can play just for laughs?
Yeah. Yeah.
Robby, I went to Sydney because the game of poker was more important to you than anything else, even me.
No.
Yes!
No!
Winning was important, but just sitting down and playing, that was more important.
That was my wages.
I knew what I was doing when I went away, you know. I knew it would hurt you. One of the reasons I came back was to find out how much.
One of the reasons.
Being away hurt me too, you know. I think that's my boss. I better go.
Jan? Jan?
Do you want a lift?
Are you going my way? Silly question, isn't it?
Is this where you want to be dropped?
Thought you were going to drop me off at the Old Bailey.
That'll be the day.
Jump for the lift, cheers.
Guy's been stuck in that office on the blower for hours.
Yeah, well, he's probably filling the books, isn't he?
Well, Robby ought to know.
I don't fancy his chances against Cyril the Squirrel.
Here you are. Oh, you're here. Any word from Cyril?
Nah, not yet.
Have you seen the lock on that door? I mean, I could open it with boxing gloves on and I'm straight.
Do you want one?
No, I'm not stopping. Has this place ever been turned over?
Not that I can remember. There's nothing worth taking, is there?
Well, that's going to change. This morning, this geezer walks in, tall, suntanned, scar on his fizzle. Never seen him before in my life. He just walks straight in. I mean, what sort of place are we running here?
Well, he's probably from the brewery.
Not with a face like that.
The scar, you said?
Yeah, big villa, scar on here, big and like that.
Well, we've got insurance, haven't we?
I suppose dies ever will.
No, probably not. I'll get Cyril to sort something out. Here, listen, I've got to go. See you, Arthur.
Yeah, I'll come with you.
Try, darling.
I've got to go and feed horse, all right?
I was about to phone you, Mrs. Oliver.
Good news, I hope.
Well, Mr. Farnley thinks the buyer for his place will be able to complete after all.
Oh, about time.
But he'd like to have one more look at your flat.
He's seen it 3 times already. Tell him it hasn't changed much.
We don't want to lose him, do we?
I thought we had. No, of course he can have another look. Yeah.
There's just the question of price. With so few years left on the lease, he thought that after all, 25,000 was a bit, well, more than he wanted to pay.
That was your figure.
We have to try, don't we?
So you mean he wants me to come down in price now?
We'd get 25 in the end, no doubt about that. But if you want a quick sale...
Yes, I do.
Then I suggest 23. Could be 22 and a half.
Oh, God. Well, all right then, 23. And a half.
Come on, Annie, come on. Hello? Annie? What the hell are you playing at? I told you to stay by the phone. What's happened?
Nothing, sir.
but I'm not staying here until it does. You and me taking a trip, son. How do you like Amsterdam?
Holland? Why Holland?
Because it's not here. That's why.
What are we going to do for money?
Never mind about that, boyo. I'll be bringing plenty.
Oh, good.
Look, I'll come over to your place. You get your bags packed.
Hello. What's up? Something's happened, isn't it?
No, the opposite. I don't think he's going to buy the flat now.
Oh.
After all this messing about. And I've even knocked 1,500 off the price.
So what happens now?
Well, if it all falls through, we'll have to wait till somebody else comes along.
It could be weeks.
Well, not according to Judd. Not that I trust him.
So we hang on at the hotel. Jake's still paying the bill, so that's all right.
No, it's not all right.
He can afford it.
I am not being paid for doing nothing. Not by somebody I'm not involved with anymore.
Well, we haven't really got a lot of choice, have we? It's not just a flat, is it, Mum?
Well, I'd just like to know what silly games Robby thinks he's playing at. That's all. Come on, let's go.
Robby box.
Don't ask me. Oh, yeah. He said something about a horse.
A horse?
Hmm.
Runners in the 4:30 race at Doncaster.
£2 on Mulligan, Joni.
Right.
Number
Joni.
Jeans ferried.
Yeah.
But a bit bright, aren't they?
Well, we had an accident with me upper trousers, didn't we?
At your age.
No. Mrs. McGregor. When I tried to wash them, they fell to pieces. Mind you, they was cheap.
Hey, yo. You didn't expect to see you in here again?
Hey?
Why, not now you're in the big time.
What you all about?
Club owner.
Who told you?
I must have read it in the papers.
The sort of papers you read don't have no writing.
Slamming?
How'd you start? Fill it in for me, will you? I haven't got a lot of time. Uncle Flash, 4 o'clock.
How much?
What you offering?
7.
7s? He's only been out once. He came 5th out of 4.
Like Gil says, I don't make the odds, you do.
All right, I've blue one on my nose.
All right, then, come on. How do you manage it?
Hi, Johnny. Well, I'm a natural winner, aren't I?
No.
Shut up, you shut up and all. Can't you manage 10 minutes without me, then?
Robby, it's not good. It's not good news.
They're under
It's
starter's
her
orders
heart.
at Caxton.
The surgeon said she must have been suffering for years. She's alive, Robby, but not by a lot.
What
about your auntie again?
She's auntie. The doctor said she's not going to die. But...
Now,
Excuse me, will you?
Blue check takes it up. Hanson Jack. Milliman is last.
Hey, look at me.
Amarilla is joining the lead.
I mean, it's a wheelchair at best, and for how
Jack is
long?
losing his position.
I mean, I can't leave her in that place.
Well, bring her down here, then. Have you met her? He's a friend of mine. He breeds dogs. This is Jordan.
Milliman making up
Horns,
ground.
things like that.
What, London?
Blue check,
Yeah,
half
she
a
went
leg
to
clear.
Cardiff once and said she'd never go again.
Yeah.
No,
Uncle
I'd like to
Flash
be
and
somewhere
Amarilla
quiet and
second.
warm.
Yes.
For Devon.
Yeah, Devon's nice. I love it. It's warm. Lovely.
Still
Yeah,
coming
but I
up.
mean, that needs money and time.
In the last furlong.
Two things that I don't
Amarilla
have.
and Blue check. And Uncle Flash. Milliman won't reach them now. Blue check fading. It's going to be Uncle Flash first, then Amarilla.
How do I
then
do it?
Blue
I don't know. How do I do it?
I am trying to talk seriously to
Hang
you.
on, son. According to my lightning calculations, that's 33.60.
They ain't weighed in yet.
I'm trying to save you the bother.
You've got a lucky star going for you, Robby Box.
Well, it's about time and all, isn't it?
How'd you pick 'em?
With a pin. Do you want to borrow it?
Time and money, I need both.
Well, don't we all, son?
I am under pressure, Robby. I'm emotional pressure.
That's the worst sort, isn't it, Johnny? Emotional pressure.
Weighed
Terrible.
in. The result was at 4 o'clock. Number 6, Uncle Flash first.
Thank you,
Number
Johnny.
1.
Anytime.
Second.
Oh, I've been waiting for that horse for months.
Blue check
I was
first.
talking to you.
Sorry.
Well, are you listening now?
Yes, you've got my undivided attention.
Look, I have got a proposal.
Second.
Come outside.
Favourite 5 to 4.
He's got a proposal.
6 grand.
Now, what's it all about, you old winter?
Look, I want to sell out. If I'd done this 24 hours ago, I would have got a fair old price. But selling only half of something, I'm on a right loser. Well, I mean, you're not exactly an asset, are you, Robby? I mean, a poker player who's never run a business in his life is not what they call, well, blue chip. So the way I see it, there's only one person in the world who might be interested. You.
You're saying you want to sell your half to me?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
How much money are we talking about?
What, the whole lot? Police, stock, goodwill. Must be worth 70 or 80,000. Half of that, say 40. I mean, if it wasn't for you, I don't want a row, Robby. I'm not in the mood. But with half a club in your back pocket, I couldn't get more than 20. And I haven't got the time to hunt about. Well, you see, I haven't been a lot of use. I left home when I was 14. And we went to sea for 8 years. Hardly ever went back to the village. See, I didn't even get to the old man's funeral. I'm what they call a disappointment. You follow?
Yeah.
But now, you see, I've got to make it up, and, well, there isn't a lot of time.
I haven't got 20,000.
For 15.
After expenses, I got what I took off you, 3 grand. It's all I got in the world.
All right, then I tell you what I do. You can have it for 10,000.
I just told you.
No, 3,000 down, and the rest over 6 months.
Yeah, but it's more than £1 grand a month. How am I going to pay the bills?
I'm giving the place away.
If I can't pay the bills, I'm out. What use is that?
All right, 500 a month over 12 months, that's 6,000. It's getting cheaper all the time, but there's a limit, Robby.
How much do you take a month?
Oh, more than that.
How much more?
A lot more.
I ain't seen the books.
Were you an accountant now?
I'll get one.
It's all there, boy, every bloody penny.
I'll have to get someone to have a look at this.
Oh, I've got to go down to Wales tonight.
I'll get this done by dinner time tomorrow.
Tonight.
Why tonight?
Because I need the cash. Well, I've got a lot of debts to pay down there, you see. Look. There's last week's figures, right? Credit, £1,977. Debit, £182.
That's because you never pay no one.
Well, you never part with the money till they've got the knife to your throat. You've earned that, son.
According to this, you're taking almost £300 a day.
Yeah, that's a good week. 1,500 is the average. You can manage 1,000 easy.
You're a tricky old customer, Di. I mean, I should know, shouldn't I? But, I mean, that's garbage, isn't it? It's, Snow White and the 7 Penguins. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you the 3 grand and the next 5 over the next 12 months. Now, what I want from you is all your bank books. You're paying in, you're drawing out, and a signed authority that Dick can use them. I also want a signed statement saying that the Dragon Club, all of it, is mine. And I want all of that today.
You tight bastard.
Give my regards to the old lady. Hope she gets better soon.
I know. But what sort of a club?
You know, a club where you go and have a drink.
Can't be much of a place if you run it in a card game.
Why not?
Wow, that's the reason.
Well, you only won half of it.
What sort of a chap is going to stake his livelihood on the turn of a card?
Oh, Tommy, don't you ever read? They used to gamble away their houses, their cotton plantations, even their wives. Probably still do.
You've been watching too much telly. I need a new one of these.
Robby's done it, so there, that's proved my point. You should have got a new one before you started.
I'm not saying he hasn't done it. I'm saying it must be a funny sort of place.
Why do you always knock what Robby does?
Me? I'm the one that stands up for him.
That's because Robby's come good. You always find him fault. You missed a bit there.
I was just talking, passing an opinion. Can't we talk about it?
In the mood you're in now. And if it were me, I'd have taken that car down to the car wash.
Snap! Died pushing his old auntie about in a wheelchair. I can see him taking a pension off for a brag, but not the rest of it.
So why'd he sell up? I mean, he didn't have to, did he?
And then there's the price. I mean, why give it away?
Well, he said it was me or no one.
You don't even know if he's the real owner.
Look, come on, look, you've seen the checkbook, right? D.L. Phillips, Dragon Club account. All the bills are sent to him, they're all in his name. First thing Cyril looked at.
Yeah, so where's the smell coming from?
I don't know, it could be the drains.
Rob, I'm trying to be serious.
All right, I'll tell you what we do. We find up the hospital, see if his aunt's there.
I hope she's not.
Oh, why?
Well, she's been dead for 20 years, that's why. Di didn't even go to a funeral.
You seem to know a lot about Di Phillips.
Yes, quite a lot.
He sold me his half of the club for £8 grand. Why?
He was in a hurry. Grabbed what he could and then ran.
Wheelchairs. Di did own this club.
Oh, yes. Hey, I told you. You had him going there for a minute.
It's Di that's had you going.
Who's got the club, him or me?
What else do you know?
Nothing that matters.
Are you sure?
Look, come on, he's told you. We've come out of this well up. Let's just have a drink, okay?
You've got a visitor.
Who is he?
He's a she.
Does she have a name?
Banks.
Would you believe? How did she find out about this place? Give us half, Chris. I didn't know you remember.
Don't you know who your members are?
My members?
I'm not one of them.
I can see that. No, the old radar's still working well, eh?
Oh, pretty well.
Yeah.
I was wondering, who owns this club?
Oh, the bloke at the bar there, he's the manager.
Yes, but who owns it?
Well, it's in the tax, Chris. It's in the hands of the lawyers. Cheers.
Which lawyers?
Oh, come on. You don't want me to show all my cards, do you?
Would that be an embarrassment?
Well, things are in a very delicate stage at the moment.
They usually are with you.
There's one or two things I'd like to talk about. I'd like your advice.
Go ahead.
How long you got?
All the time in the world.
Well, we could talk over a tandoori.
If you like. As long as I pay for my own.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah, of course.
Keep trying, please.
Hello?
Ah, Jan, you there? G'day.
Oh, hello, Jonathan. How are you?
Ah, pretty fit. Drinking too hard and working too much, of course, as usual.
It's a hard life.
How about you?
Oh, busy, you know.
Look, I'm sorry the Grover thing went sour.
Yes. I was the wrong person for the job.
Listen, Jan.
I've been talking to Dad, and he reckons we can have another shot at this. You know, leaving Grover out of it. And I've got a friend in Chelsea who's from Sydney.
Oh, thanks, Jonathan, but no. The subject's closed. Antiques is a small world. I just don't want to get caught up in it again.
Oh. Well, I suppose I was looking after myself. I didn't want to lose touch.
Jan,
Is there anything holding you in London?
because
You know, the life is easy out here.
and the sun shines.
Sun shines here too, you know.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'll come over to London then.
Well, don't set your sights too high. I've got my own life here. I mean, I couldn't make any promises.
I think I know what you're saying, Jan, but I don't give up too easily.
That goes for your sake. Look, don't shut the door on what you had out here. You know, keep your options open. And for God's sake, don't move out of that hotel. Stay there for as long as you like.
Well, we'll see. I don't know. We'll have to think about it.
Well, I've got to go now.
Bye-bye then, Jonathan. And thank you for ringing. Bye.
Bye.
Please, have some in your beer. Yeah, what's the money for
Curry without larders, like fish and chips without newspaper.
As long as you don't have to drive home.
Well, I don't have that problem, do I?
How are you getting back?
I don't know, bus, walk, I don't know, magic carpet, I don't know.
How about a lift?
I wouldn't say no.
Oh, good. Looks as though it's a bit late for coffee here.
Yeah, a bit.
And we still haven't had that chat about your tax. Your place? So this is where you mend television sets?
Well, I had to say something, didn't I?
I didn't believe you.
No.
This is all very nice.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers, yeah, cheers. The funny thing is, you know, the harder that I try and get away from you, the easier it is for you to find me. And I thought, you know, when you came into the club tonight, I thought to myself, you know, let's take this one step at a time and let's try and sort out what's going on.
Well, so what is going on?
I don't know, I haven't sorted it out yet. I'd have given you a cocoa, but we haven't got any milk.
Oh, you couldn't afford it?
That's right, yeah.
I'll remember that.
Make a note of it, make a note.
You know, you're not my first case.
No, I believe you. When do they all go home? Trouble.
Where's Di Phillips?
He's not here.
Where is he?
He's been gone a couple of hours.
Gone where to?
Wales.
Don't be funny with me, Sonny. Now, where is he?
He's got trouble in the family. He had to go to Wales.
Family? He ain't got no bloody family. But he's got trouble. Now, he owes me money. Where is it?
I ain't got it. I'm only the bloody manager.
Where's the safe?
That ain't no bleeding safe.
He's done a runner. Shame that.
bloody show. I want him to know and remember that I've been here.
Feelings like I've never...
Well. We're going to sit here all night. I hope you're good at keeping secrets.
Saved by the, Yeah? Hey! Bloody hell. Who is this Dixon?
You saw him this morning. He and I used to be partners. Thieves. Big private houses, mostly. And I bought this place out of the proceeds. And then Dixon came back.
They went mad, Rob.
Hang on, Dick. Go on.
Well, about 10 years ago, they did a house in Kenton. And they got disturbed and had to drive off fast. They knocked down a pedestrian and killed him. And they got away. But it was my car they were in.
You were in on this racket too, were you?
Oh, no. No, I just happened to know them.
Why didn't Dixon have a go at you tonight, then?
I was in the gents. I thought it wiser to stay there. But that doesn't mean I've got to give them a second chance, does it?
Hey?
Well, Dixon might come back. And I wouldn't like that. So, I'll drop you a line.
Arthur? I owe you quite a lot of money.
I'll let you know where to send it. In the letter.
I owe you a bit more than money.
No. We're square on everything else. So long, Christine. So long, Dick.
He's never going to send that letter, is he?
Yeah, well, that's his business, isn't it?
I tell you what, though, son.
What?
In a few hours' time, the old punters are going to be rat-tat-tatting on the old door.
Yeah, that's if we've still got a door for him to knock on.
Well, it can't get any worse, can it? Oh.